Good Friday morning, everybody. This is Grace, and it's I'm a little early for where I'm going, so I thought I'd stop and just do a little bit of a video. Got about 15 to 30 minutes, more like 20 minutes to just wait. Yeah, I left with Adam this morning. It was dark, so anyway, I woke up last night having I would call it a night terror. Not a nightmare, but a night terror. I cannot remember the difference in the definitions, but I'd call it a night terror. And this is like the second time in I don't know how many days that I've had this, and I'm thinking that it could be due to a change in my diet. But anyway, it made me think about in the past, yeah, I would have that whenever something big was going on. I would have a night terror or night terrors if I thought about it too much. And that was another thing I thought about, like sticking too much to one topic, thinking about one topic a lot. For me, I'm not saying this is for anybody else, I'm saying it's for me, that I would have, like sleep disturbances. And that's concentrating on something way too much. And I think I concentrate on way too much lately on one certain topic. But anyway, what I was thinking after that, I was thinking about how much stress there is or was in my earlier in life for me to, like, on jobs, whatever it is that I'm going to be, you had to be there exactly at that time. And I'm thinking how ridiculous that was, especially since I've lived most of my adulthood in Dallas area, and Dallas has a lot of traffic, and one day to the next you could, I can remember a job that used to take me an hour and a half. A lot of people will say they it takes them an hour and a half to get to work, and at least. And I can remember one day coming back from it, it took me 2.5 hours because of road construction, just road construction on one road. It was awful. So you can imagine if I had been going to work and it took me 2.5 hours, yeah. But the bosses were so particular. You had to be there at that time. But I think things have changed a lot since then. And I'm talking years and years ago. But you would be, fired if you were 5 minutes late or 1 minute late. And you did that too many times, yeah. Okay, my alarm went off. The alarm that meant that that's the time I leave. So anyway, yeah, I can remember it was just so unbelievable that they would, the bosses would be, like that. And instead, if you had to be there at a certain time, like if you had a job that it required that you be there at, say, 8 o'clock, the phone started ringing or something like that, make people be there at 7:45, you see? But no, back then, they didn't want to pay over 40 hours because it's overtime, that kind of thing. So, it was like, there's a solution here, and y'all aren't doing it, kind of thing. But these days, I have noticed that they are more, likely to do that. Places I've heard about or know about, that, your time to come in would be, it's more flexible, and, or, like 15 minutes early, and they start closing things down 15 minutes earlier, something like that. And or they do it where your hours that you would work would be 39 hours, something like that. So then any kind of extra would not be a problem, and flexible Fridays or something like that. But what I was really getting to was how much stress that would put on a person. Just how much stress to be there in a metroplex that it's, you're trying to get to work. The rush hour traffic is horrendous, and you can't go and just sit outside of a job, like I'm 20 minutes early for where I'm going, kind of thing. Just to sit there and then go to work. And I'm just rambling, I guess. My voice keeps going out. But anyway, that's enough.